Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So today, first interview of SEC Chair Gary Gensler about what he thought about the latest Ripple ruling. I could tell he was angry, but trying to hold it in. So let's take a look at what he said and what the SEC may do now that they lost. And also, let's talk about Bitcoin. What's going on with Bitcoin? Why did it suddenly dip? I think I may have an answer for you guys. So let's do this. Welcome, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. You can see we had a little bit of fake out today. Bitcoin broke below 30,000, 29,600, and then we're back to where we started basically this morning, right? 30,000 is so strong, guys. Very, very strong. Even though we're not able to break 31, but 30,000 is looking very strong indeed. So I'm going to talk about why in a little bit. But first off, the big news or the big interview of the day is, of course, Gary Gensler, SEC, and Gary both disappointed with defeat. Not disappointed, angry. This is putting it lightly. Of course, this is one case Gary really did not want to lose. Okay, because without this loss, SEC basically had disrupted the market so much with such vagueness and lack of clarity, right? Like basically, it could have done whatever it wanted until now. Now the courts ruled, hey, not everything is a security, okay? Just because you say so and you throw all these curveballs at everyone does not automatically make XRP a security or Coinbase a security or Coinbase selling and trading, allowing trading a security. I mean, all these stuff, right? So Gary was, was caught off surprise, I think, because this interview started out asking about AI and all this stuff, and of course they turned to crypto. So let's take a listen real quick in terms of what he said, and then we can digest it a little bit here. So let me play this for you guys. Michael says Gary has heard of disappointment before. Every time he walks into a bar. All right, let's do this.
Switching gears, I want to ask you about crypto.
There you go, Jennifer.
You didn't think I was going to let you off the hook, Chair Gensler, did you? All right, so last week we got a major ruling from the Southern District of New York on Ripple. How does this ruling change your approach, if at all, your abilities when it comes to regulating crypto and specifically crypto exchanges?
Look, our approach has been the same. It's about protecting investors, facilitating those who want to raise money, and the markets in the middle. And that's true whether it's in other parts of the securities markets or the parts of the crypto markets that are securities. And in terms of the decision, we're still taking a look at it. We're pleased with how the courts addressed itself to.
That was key. We're still taking a look at it. So he's deciding whether or not he should appeal. That's what it sounds like. So, after 3 years of battling, does he really want to waste more money? And is he allowed to waste more money to appeal the decision from Judge Torres? I think no. I don't think he's going to do it, but I think that's what he's referring to.
That a token for institutional investors is a security, how they address themselves to fair notice, disappointed in other aspect about retail investors, but we're still taking a look at that and considering it.
Coinbase.
What what does he need to? So the thing is, the court already ruled, right? After 3 years, again. What are you trying to take a look? Like, what are you trying to do? If you appeal it, it's not going to be any different. Basically, he's pleased and disappointed. He's pleased that that it was ruled that Ripple should not have sold to institutional investors. Okay, they'll pay a fine. Disappointed by the ruling, okay, for retail investors. Basically, he was disappointed that XRP was deemed as a non-security. Why? What does it have to do with anything? Like, people like XRP. The XRP army likes XRP. Everyone else doesn't seem to have a problem with XRP, right? So what he's trying to protect the retail investors from, right? Only, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Like, to me, it doesn't, it's not like, yeah, again, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense.
Is already relisting Ripple. A lot of these crypto exchanges feel like this was a real win for them, that the tokens that they list on their exchanges are not securities based on this ruling. So what do you say to them? Are you concerned about potential precedent that this could set, especially for other charges that the SEC has brought against other crypto exchanges?
Look, again, Jennifer, you're asking good questions, but there's ongoing litigation with regard to a number of these crypto platforms, and these crypto platforms are commingling a number of services that you've seen on these crypto platforms where they could well be trading against their customers, bundling up bunch of services that we would not allow in any other parts of our capital markets. So the investing public comes first. That's how our securities laws were first written. Companies raising money in the markets as well, and really protecting them and protecting the integrity of the markets. But I'm not able to go into any ongoing.
I think the biggest scare that he just threw out was the fact that somehow these platforms could be trading against the users. I mean, he's talking about the likes of like Coinbase and Kraken and Binance and Gemini, right? Are they really doing that? Or he's just saying that to throw people off because of what happened with FTX, right? Now he took a black eye for that, for not doing anything, having lunches with SBF, and now he's trying to compensate by thinking that others are doing it. I don't know. That's just like saying, Bernie Madoff, when he went under and his hedge fund went under, do you automatically assume every other hedge fund is bad and a Ponzi? No, right? Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I mean, I get what he's trying to say. I get what he's trying to do, right? But he wasn't suing Coinbase for the very reasons he just said. He was suing Coinbase because he said they are allowing trading of securities, okay? He didn't say he was suing them because they're operating a Ponzi scheme or they're counter trading with customers or whatever. He's suing Coinbase because he believes they're allowing trading of securities, right? So what are the securities and why are they securities? Basically, bottom line is if XRP is not a security, then none of those are securities because he doesn't have any good reason to make that claim, right? Basically, I don't know. Gary's gonna be Gary, okay? Gary's gonna be Gary. All I know is he's feeling a lot of pressure right now, right? And again, is he gonna appeal this decision? I don't think so. I think he may be in a hot seat right now, and he may be replaced, or he may be resign. He may be resigning in the future. Something's going to happen. I don't think this was good for him at all. And the Coinbase lawsuit probably is not going to end well for him either. Many people, this is why Coinbase is rallying, by the way, because people are thinking like the SEC has no case against Coinbase. None whatsoever. I mean, even banks are coming out and saying that they believe this ruling is positive for Coinbase. Basically, Coinbase is going to come out of this unscathed, probably lose some money due to the lawyers and stuff, but still, they're probably going to win, right? And then what is the SEC going to do? First of all, the CFTC and people of Congress think that the CFTC should be ruling and regulating the exchanges, not the SEC. So it's really out of his jurisdiction, but he wants to make it his jurisdiction because he's claiming that everything that gets traded on is a security, so that way he gets to rule over the exchanges, right? But that's not really the case. So he may be losing all the power that he has accumulated over the years through his lack of clarity and vagueness and lawsuits everywhere. And that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic if Gary and SEC loses all their power. I don't think anyone's going to shed a tear over Gary. But, still, this is great. XRP is still holding their gains. Even like someone like Injective is going to bring XRP. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to bridge XRP into their ecosystem, right? All the exchanges have relisted XRP. Now you have layer ones that's also going to be bridging XRP. So overall, pretty good. Pretty good for XRP and for the entire crypto community, right? So pretty positive. Now, as for today, why did Bitcoin dip down all of a sudden? I think it's due to this. Although many people feel like, well, alts may start struggling a little bit, or we may see a little bit of sell-off because of this. So Celsius is going to basically consolidate, sell off a lot of their alts for Bitcoin and ETH. And according to this, they have deposited a total about like $60 million, and most likely they're going to sell because the bankruptcy court already gave them permission to do that. So they sent about 13.6 million in Matic, 10.7 million in Link, 7.3 million in Aave, and then probably a bunch of other small stuff, right? So their whole thing is they want to just convert back to Bitcoin and ETH. Okay, I don't know why. Maybe I would think they just want to convert everything to stable coins, but no, they want to convert to Bitcoin and ETH. Maybe because they're going to allow people to withdraw, or they're going to pay back people in Bitcoin and ETH. I don't actually quite know the details, but it's $60 million worth. Are we going to notice it? Possibly. Does this have something to do with today's sudden fake out dip, scam dip? Maybe a little bit. I think it has something to do with this. So just be aware that this may be happening. But you know what? Chainlink, for example, is doing very well today, and I have some information about that. But overall, guys, right now, very bullish. I am very bullish. Many people are very bullish, right? You got a lot of money coming in, but mostly for Bitcoin, but it will branch out to other altcoins. But right now, it's mostly Bitcoin. You're seeing a lot of money flow back in, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to see a lot more. Once we get some spot Bitcoin ETFs approved, you're going to start seeing billions upon billions, and then later trillions upon trillions FOMO in as we approach the halving event, and as we move past it. This next cycle will be extremely, extremely exciting. But in case you're wondering where we are, this is where we are. If we're mimicking what has happened before, most likely we are heading upwards, okay? Possibly near our all-time high around 65,000, and then maybe we trace a little bit back to basically where we are, about a 30,000, and then we're ready to move higher. That's if we're mimicking the last go-around, right? From basically all the way from 2017, we went down to 3,000, then we went up to 14,000, then we went down to 4,000, and then we went up to 64,000. So if we're going to mimic that, then we may be heading up to 65,000 as early as Q3 of this year. Maybe August, September, October, something like around there, right? And then maybe we retrace a little bit, and then we head up, and who knows how high? 250,000, 200,000, 150,000, 500,000. No one really knows. But the spot Bitcoin ETFs, the decision has to be made basically like a few months before the halving event. So the timing of it could be absolutely phenomenal. And around that time, too, from a macro perspective, most likely Fed Chair Powell will be cutting rates right around then, too. So you got like a trifecta going on next year, right before the halving event. You have Fed cuts, you're going to have spot Bitcoin ETFs approved, and then you're going to have the halving event. Trifecta. So that's what we have to look forward to. All right. All right. So that's Ripple and Bitcoin news. What about Chainlink? This has been hyped up for many, many years. I remember this cross-chain protocol with Chainlink is calling CCIP, cross-chain IP. Okay. I don't know why they don't call it CLIP. That would sound a little better. And to be honest, CCIP also sounds a little bit too similar to CCP. But anyways, yes. But anyways, what this brings is it's a new protocol that will allow different chains to talk to each other. It's almost like a bridge, right? Chainlink is the biggest Oracle network that we have, decentralized Oracle network, which allows data retrieval and fetching, and basically utilizing that network. Now dApps can take advantage of the messaging system and our interoperability of CCIP across many, many, many different chains. That's why they're actually up today, despite the fact that Celsius may be selling off $10 million worth of Chainlink, but they're up a decent amount today, nearing $4 billion in market cap. You know, Chainlink gets overlooked a lot. But anyways, what projects or what chains are they going to what chains are going to be enabled, I guess, right? So you have many. You have Optimism, Polygon, Avalanche, Arbitrum, and Ethereum. Mostly EVM compatible chains, right? Some L1s, L2s, right? That's what they're starting out with. So overall, pretty good for Chainlink. I've been waiting for this for a long. I've been talking about this since like 2018. It's been a long time, but it's finally here. Also, Coinbase decided. I didn't even know Coinbase has their own cloud division, but they do. And they're going to take advantage of Chainlink as well. So, yeah, I mean, basically, it's not just Coinbase. It's every single DeFi project known to man, basically. Like 99% of them utilize Chainlink. That's how important they are. If Chainlink dies, like literally almost every single DeFi project dies because they all rely on Chainlink for that number generator and price feeds, okay? So they are that important. But right now, there's about 663,000 wallets that hold Link, and you have, 7,900 stakers. Overall, you have 24 million staked, about 166 million in dollar value staked. Not the highest number of stakers, okay? Keep in mind, Chainlink, when they first came out, they didn't have staking. They introduced it later, right? But yeah, kind of expected this to be higher. But overall, this is very positive for Chainlink. So we'll see what dApps will take advantage of CCIP. All right, that's pretty much it. Overall today, still kind of even. We had a little movement this morning. Bitcoin went down and came right back up. We're still hovering around the same point. Bitcoin dominance is a little bit less than previous week. All right, let's do some Q&A. All right. Let's see if I missed anything. Is Gary Gensler a lizard? He's from the same family, same lizard family as Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know what's going on with that fight. Have they announced a date or what? Is Elon going to fight Mark? I don't know. I don't know what's happening there, but yeah. Crypto Jeff says CFTC should certainly oversee crypto. Maybe not all of crypto, but it makes sense that CFTC oversees a lot, like the exchanges. Also, ETFs, right? And stable coins. It makes sense. Anything that's not a security, right? Like stable coins should not be considered security, but Gary thinks they are. So again, all of those things should be under CFTC. My wife's boyfriend works Nerdster. Stop it. Let's see. People love Gary. Did you know Bard AI can analyze and read charts? I didn't know that, but you know what I did know and figure it out is if you want to like get caught up to date for a certain project, you could tell Bard AI to scan through its Twitter and give you like information about what happened in the last 6 months or 3 months. But sometimes it gives you like these, I don't know, sometimes Bard just goes off the rails and gives you all this bad information or very outdated information. But most of the time it could scan through Twitter and give you a lot of good information to get you caught up to speed. But I didn't know that it could read charts. Jeremy, will my strap-on NFT get into your conference? Yes. This is the last week to get into my VIP party in Vegas. Okay, very last week. All NFT holders are welcome. If you don't hold an NFT, there are still some available, right? But after this week, we'll be closing up RSVP. A lot of insiders, a lot of fans will be attending. It's going to be great. It's going to be wild and great at the same time. So yeah, just to let you guys know it's the final week. Cello, good future. You know, I used to like Cello. They're a payment network. I think they're a payment network. I may be thinking about something else. No, I'm pretty sure they are. They're L1 focused on payments. Or maybe I'm wrong about that. They're EVM compatible L1. Mobile first. I thought they were focused on maybe not payments, but DeFi. I don't really have any thoughts on them. It does seem like they're a mobile first EVM compatible chain. There are a lot of EVM compatible chains. But let's see. Their all-time high was around $8. So even they did a 10x to be 550. So they have to do like a 12x or 13x to get back to previous high. Could happen in the next bull run for sure. Frogs above dogs. Okay. Okay, AD. I can't figure out the phrase for a 10K challenge. I listen to your TikToks over and over. Sean, I'll give you a clue for week 1. It's 2 words. And also pay attention to what the videos are about. Not just Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's what? Okay, it's 2 words. So I noticed that a lot of people didn't get first week's secret phrase. So the second week is much easier. Much easier. 1 word. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But yeah, week 1. I mean, it wasn't really that difficult. Some people got it, but in case you didn't, just know you could still rewatch the videos and try to guess. You could guess the infinite amount of times. There's no cutoff period. But week 1 was 2 words. The videos were about me talking about Bitcoin's what. Okay, so that gives you a big clue. And week 2 is only 1 word, much easier. You should be able to guess. But in case you guys don't know, sign up. challenge you guys to win $10,000. Who doesn't want to win $10,000? All you have to do is sign up for a few of my free stuff like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, my free newsletter, Clips channel. By the way, Clips channel is blowing up. Videos are blowing up on Clips channel. I know a lot of you guys do enjoy shorter form videos of my live streams. You should definitely subscribe to the Clips channel. But also, every single week, you can guess what the secret code word or words are by watching my TikTok videos. It's a way to help you guys learn and help me grow on TikTok. So don't miss out on it. It's free money. Week 2, I promise, is much easier. Week 1 is not that difficult. I just gave you guys a pretty big clue. Multiverse X, bullish or nay? More nay than bullish. So, can you talk about quant? Is it like Chainlink? No, it's nothing like Chainlink. Quant helps businesses create dApps that are compatible with multiple chains, but they act almost like a consulting company where they're very hands-on and they help them do that. Chainlink just provides a protocol for people to figure out, but they're very different. Chainlink, first and foremost, is the Oracle network. Okay, they're not doing what Quant is. Now they're closer because of CCIP, but really they're still very different. Exited or excited about Illuvium? Neither. I've been waiting way too long for Illuvium, so kind of gave up on them. But if they come out with their full game and it's great, then awesome. But it's taken 4 years now, 4 or 5 years, and they're still not out with their main game. I know it's hard to create games, but it's been a while. It's been a while. How much Harmony do I own? Zero. After I learned what I learned about Harmony, I did not like it, and I'm out. I didn't like how DeFi Kingdoms left, which is their biggest DeFi play. DeFi Kingdom said some bad things about Harmony. I also heard from another project that left that also said some bad things about Harmony. Also, let's not forget they got hacked. They're bridged, a 100 million hack. I didn't like what I heard about how they were going to compensate. There was a lot of bad things I didn't like. So, out of Harmony. I don't own any Stellar. Vet to $1 at peak of this bull run, or has it lost too much steam? No, none of these have lost that much steam. Like VeChain, for example. You're saying $1? No. It's only at 2 cents right now. Keep in mind, Vets, yeah. It's not going to be $1 at this peak. I mean, it was at what, 20 cents? 22 cents before? Can it get back up there? Yes. Can it do a 4x from there to get to $1? I mean, it could. It could, but there's, I don't know, maybe. It has to go up a lot to get back to its previous high, right? To do a 4x from there, can it happen? Yes. Probably not going to happen, but again, you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen in a bull market. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Cadena Still Cadena. Haven't heard much about new exciting projects or games coming on top of it. It needs more of that. It needs more in its ecosystem. I invited to the Vegas event. They kind of just like ignored me, so I'm not going to keep begging them to come. And then someone else was asking about Quant. I don't know if Quant has potential. I've never liked Quant, ever. Even when they're pumping, I don't like them because they're B2B play. They're not focused on consumers. It's all business. So it's just not something I'm interested in. And just because I don't like something doesn't mean that they're not going to pump. In the bull run, pretty much everything pumps. But again, it's just not for me. All right, guys. Let's conclude. Overall, Gary is not happy. Not happy about the Ripple ruling. We know he's not happy. I don't know if he's going to appeal. It sounds like he's considering it, but it's just be a giant waste of money and time, and hopefully he doesn't do it, right? Overall, it's a big win for everyone. So that's all there is to it. Chainlink had a big event releasing CCIP. Bitcoin is still looking very healthy. It's all pretty good still. Norman, appreciate that. Zach, I need help to understand this. I held 17,000 on Coinbase. When a migration happened, I'm not able to recover my funds because Coinbase didn't support a migration. Unfortunately, that is 100% true, Zach. Coinbase announced that they were not going to support V2. And, you know, at the time, I told everyone to get their Gala out. A lot of people warned about this. And if you, unfortunately, missed out on it or didn't listen, you still hold on. You still hold V1 tokens. And you didn't get any V2 tokens. And I don't think Gala is going to help you convert at this point. But Coinbase is one of the exchanges that did not support the V2 airdrop. So, sorry to hear that, but Zach, but maybe you can ask Gala. I don't know if they have built in some other way after the fact for you to convert, but yeah, that was a big thing. That was a couple months ago. All right, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right, bye-bye.